So what can you tell me about your experience personally with what you've seen with the local abortion clinics?
They are very dangerous because they use what we call circuit rider abortionists. They don't live here. They come here. So they don't have hospital privileges, and they're in a hurry to catch a plane or get wherever they want to be. One of the worst was Eggerman. He was the one that was the abortionist at the time that I described, where 5 911 calls went out of the clinic. Either he was incompetent or he was in a hurry, but somehow he was hurting women. Another one is Pendergraft. Pendergraft does late-term abortions. He is tremendously dangerous because he's in a hurry and he wants to make money. When he moved to Florida, he said that he wanted to go down the coast, the Gulf Coast, and around Miami and up this coast and own or control the entire abortion industry of Florida. His reason to do abortions is money. And when money comes against women's health, women are always going to lose. They're going to get hurt. It's dangerous. Another thing with Mr. Pendergraft, and I call him Mr. now because he's lost his license, he has gone to jail, to federal prison for extortion. He sued pro-lifers and lied on the stand. He threatened members of a chamber of commerce. He is now out of jail. Would you want a convict operating on a girl that you knew? That is just despicable. He went to jail. He was involved in suing a group of pro-lifers, one of them was myself, for $50 million because we bothered his business. You see, we got close to his money. But what he did is he lied on the stand. That's perjury. He threatened members of the Chamber of Commerce and members of the City Council. That is extortion, and he went to jail. He is a convicted felon. Another interesting thing that happened in our area was an abortionist, Randall Whitley, who worked for a werewoman, had decided he wanted to open his own abortion clinic. He had rented an office, and what the owner, Pat Wendell, of a werewoman did is tell us, the pro-lifers, where Randall Whitney was going to do this. We, of course, told the owner of the business where he was renting an office, and they canceled his lease. So they went to trial. He was suing them that they had to keep their lease. And guess who appeared against another abortionist? Pat Wendell. There is no honor among thieves.
I had an abortion in January of this year, and 2 days later, they didn't give me an abortion. Our baby came out in the toilet, and I held it in my hand.
On the call, a young woman mentioned a baby coming out in the toilet. This can happen. The abortionist can miss the tiny little child. Thinking that he has performed an abortion, he may have removed a lot of the placenta, but he has not. If he is not honest and does not tell her that this has happened, then a day or two later, she will deliver a dead child, and she will see that child. There are some women that never recover from this. When I was young, I had a friend that we called Crazy Joyce. And the reason that she was crazy, she did all sorts of stupid things. She took risks that were unusual. And one day she told me about having had an abortion and holding her child in her hand. This is a trauma that is terrible for women. Even if they think they want an abortion, they don't want to see their dead child.
So Pat, what else do people need to know about legal abortion?
Another thing that they don't think about is the connection to breast cancer. We have people running around with pink ribbons to try to find a cure for breast cancer. I think we need to look at prevention of breast cancer. One of the major causes of breast cancer is abortion, and having an abortion within your first pregnancy.
Pat, Planned Parenthood came out with a campaign recently that they're saying that there is no link between breast cancer and abortion. How would you answer that?
I would say that that is a typical pro-abortion myth. There were 16 studies. 14 showed a connection between abortion and breast cancer. 2 did not. But I'm a PhD and I know about research, and I took a look at those two, and those two were badly done studies. They looked at every woman who had had an abortion and all the women who had had a spontaneous abortion or a miscarriage. That is a total mixing of a group. You can't do that in good research. You can't study men and women when you want to find out something about women. That's what they did. It's bad, bad research.